Good morning. Welcome back to Sarah's Joyful Journey. I'm Sarah Joy. All right, this is another edition of the Joyful Life vlog. This is Monday, January 6th. It's about 10 minutes to 8, and it is day 12 or 13 of Triple B&E. So definitely almost to the halfway point. I'm excited about it. It's been going really well as far as it's just been easy. So I'm really enjoying that. My clothes are feeling looser. The scale went down, now it's going back up. But you know what? That's just kind of the way it is. It's not always down, 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 down. Sometimes there's down and up and all that kind of stuff. I think a lot of it has to do with yesterday. I just did not have enough water. And I am very happy right at this moment because Ghost and I have been in a standoff over a sock for about 15 minutes now. I refuse to chase him. So I ask him for the sock. I go about my business. He does not like that because he grabbed the sock because he wants me to play with them. And I did not engage that behavior with the sock. I wasn't going to chase him around. So he just dropped it. So I'm going to pause it, go get the sock before he decides that he's picking it back up, and then I'll be back. All right, I am getting ready to make some breakfast. It is, like I said, it's about 8 o'clock. I have the later shift today. Funny thing, I set my alarm for 6 o'clock because I was going to do homework, and I was tired at 6 o'clock. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sleep for another 30 minutes. I went through the process of setting my alarm, but didn't actually set my alarm and woke up at 7. Still okay. A little less time for homework this morning, but it is what it is. We're going to get breakfast cooked. We're going to go and read our Bible, and then I'm going to head out the door, grab some coffee, and head to work. I do have to pack a lunch today too, but yeah, let's get started. So right now I have my cast irons heating up. Last night when I went to Publix to get stuff for lunch, I did grab some stir fry or fajita beef. So I am going to cook that up, and we're gonna have that and some eggs. My skillet is just about done. But what I've done is I bought 2 of these kielbasa sausages last night. They are beef with a pork casing, but I'm not worried about that. It's just made out of beef, water, sea salt, black pepper, granulated garlic, cultured celery powder, cherry powder, and encased in a natural pork casing. So it's pretty clean as far as they go. So I cut up 2 and I put them in there. And then I am going to bring a sparkling water with me for lunch today. I also grabbed 2 packages of these. I put one of these in my bags to go. For some reason, if this is not enough, I've got this. And I found a couple Epic bars that I put in there as well. So I should be good, and breakfast will be nice and big. So hopefully a light dinner will work for me. I'm going to try to eat this as late in the day as possible. There's my breakfast, and I have my water. So it's like a pound of stir fry beef, and I think it's 4 eggs. They're medium eggs, so that should keep me quite full. And if this ends up being my only meal, that's okay, but I'm prepared just in case this is not enough. 7 o'clock. Normally I don't like to eat this late, but even though I brought lunch, I'm starving. And I was really hungry at about like 4 o'clock. And I grabbed some mini chomps and I tracked my calories and I went, wow, I shouldn't be hungry. I felt like I've had enough food. The only thing I can think of is that it wasn't actually enough food, because when I tracked it, it said I've only eaten like 1,300 calories, which is very low for me. So I have grabbed some bacon and I'm going to cook up some bacon, have some bacon, watch Keto Be on the couch and read. And then I gotta work on homework tomorrow and get that taken care of. I got stuff done for that today too. So, all right, let's cook bacon. All right, here's the bacon I made. I'm off to enjoy it. See you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It is Tuesday, January 7th, and it's about 6:15. And it's a big day for me and for Ghost. I start training on the new program that is taking over for one of our programs today. So just when I figured out how to do the one program, I'm learning another, but that's life. And then Ghost is going to get fixed, and he's had some medication last night and some medication this morning. This dude is the calmest I've ever seen him. He hasn't barked once. He hasn't jumped around. He's just chill. So for the next 10 days while he's on medication, I think we're really going to enjoy this. Hopefully after that, we'll be able to get back to more regular activity with him. The sidewalk is still closed, which is the biggest impediment that we have, because I don't always have time to put him in the car and go for an actual walk. Only on my days off, and even then not every single day off. We'll see how he's feeling. We have the RV show this weekend or next weekend. He might be able to go with us, but we'll see how he's doing. Anyway, I do have a change that I am making to my exercise plan, and sometimes when you make a plan, it's not always the best plan. What we think is realistic and what's working for us doesn't always do that way. So instead of trying to walk an hour a day and complete 100 miles in a month, which is beneficial to my heart, let's just say I need to be moving. I am going to be moving. I'm going to be walking most days 30 to 45 minutes. I think that is a great level to just maintain at. But my goal is to build muscle, and walking isn't necessarily helping me with that. So I want to be focusing on things that is helping me to build muscle and things like that. So I'm working each month. I am picking a strength type challenge. This month I am picking squats. I have kept up with them. Trust me, I am starting to feel it. Yesterday I wore a small heel. It wasn't very big, but I don't normally wear heels. And I got up and went to the bathroom like 4 or 5 times because I was drinking a lot of water. And the bathroom's not far, but it's not close either. And then we walked up 2 flights of stairs and down 2 flights of stairs, and it's, I was feeling it. And so today I'm feeling those squats as well, but today I have to do 40. So my goal is to do those this evening. I do them in I'll do 4 sets of 10. I try to do slow to focus on my form, and then I take 30 seconds to a minute in between each set just to catch my breath, things like that. But one thing I'm going to be ordering this week is I am going to be ordering a adjustable weight kettlebell that has some exercises so that I can start working on that. And then sometime probably in February or March at the latest, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to invest again in a set of dumbbells. When we brought in the tea cabinet and got rid of the treadmill, that was one thing that went, but now I know where I can put it. So I've got to get it back in, because strength training for me is where I want all my focus with my movement to be. It's the one that is going to benefit me the most. I'm still going to walk, of course, but I'm going to walk for the enjoyment of walking. And for me, that's mostly going to be 30-minute walks. Once the sidewalk opens, I could probably naturally walk longer. I usually tend to walk about an hour with Ghost when we can get out and do that. But if I'm on the treadmill, honestly, 30 minutes is about all I can stand. And we'll just go from there. But let's go ahead and get some breakfast going. And then I need to read my Bible, and I am going to stop and get coffee. And it is cold, but I'm still getting cold brew because hot coffee with no sweetener and no cream, not for me. The nitro cold brew has been working, so I'm gonna get that. Wishing it was hot, but that's okay. I might make some hot beef broth when I get home, but I am in a long sleeve flannel. It's a little tunic. Well, technically, I think it's technically rated as a dress, but I have leggings underneath it and my fuzzy boots and socks, and I have a jacket, and I should be nice and toasty inside the office. But it is currently 39 degrees outside in Central Florida with a wind chill factor of 29. So very, very cold. All right, time to cook. So here's my breakfast this morning. It's 6 medium eggs and 3 beef kielbasa sausages. I just wanted something a little different, and there we go. That's what I got. So let's head in and get our Bible reading done and get the rest of our day going. All right, so I'm in the car and I am dressed as warmly as I can be. I have my jacket on and my fuzzy boots. I have a hat for at least being in the car. And then I figured it's cool enough, I could actually wear one of my little neck shawls that I've made in the past. And I love this one. So I have it on and I am going to go grab some coffee and head to work and get my day started. So I will check in later. All right, well, it's been a day. Got to work, had no internet, which means we couldn't do any work. Didn't get the internet back till about 11 o'clock. So we had about an hour and a half to get work done before we went to training. And then the people that trained, after their training, they had just a couple hours to get stuff done. And we still couldn't charge cards. We still couldn't issue refunds. So yeah, we have a lot to do tomorrow to play catch up. Ghost did well with his surgery. I'll pan over and show you what he's looking like. He is resting in the chair. But yeah, and then I'm gonna make some food because I'm really hungry and I would like to eat. All right, so there is Mr. Ghosty resting in the chair. He looks quite pathetic with this cone on and his eyes still look very drugged. So yeah, he's just resting and relaxing, and he's getting ready to get some more medication here in a few minutes. right, here's my dinner, some steak bites with some butter. I did throw some garlic in there. I'm not even gonna stress about it. But I'm gonna go eat my dinner and then I've got a bunch of homework to do. Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 8th, and it's just about 7 o'clock. I have about an hour before I have to go. I'm tired today. I was up later than I wanted to working on homework. Yesterday was exhausting and I ended up melting down after Tea Tuesday, just trying to get homework done. Things did not go as planned. Things were not as simple to enact as they should have been. And my brain was like, no new information. You're in overload. You can't process this. But I did end up getting some homework done. I am behind the curve on where I want to be, not technically behind the curve, but I am not on track with where I want to be, and I want to be ahead of the game. So if I want to be ahead of the game tonight, I have to come home and I have to write 3 pages. And I have 3 articles that I have to read today as well. I don't know that I'm gonna get time to do them at work because we have to catch up from yesterday for work we didn't complete. That's if the system is still functioning properly. It may not be. And then I have training, and then I have an errand to run. I'm probably gonna grab dinner on the go today. It'll most likely be hot dogs because they're easy for me to grab, and yeah. And then I'm gonna come home and then I've gotta do homework. Lots and lots of homework. Ghost is doing well. He is walking around. He still hasn't made a peep, but he's acting more alert and more normal-ish today. He just came over, he's wanting some lovies. Didn't you? Huh? Yeah, I'll show you him in just a minute. But yeah, it's another pretty cool day, so I am taking advantage and using the time to do some of my handmade stuff. So this is a cow that I made out of some fiber that I spun. I did not make the pattern. I could have, but I didn't. This one was perfect when I saw it, so I did that. So this is it got some alpaca and some silk and merino, so it'll be nice and warm, and it can live around my neck today on this super cold day. So let's get started on some breakfast. But first, there's Mr. Ghosty laying there looking kind of sad with his little collar on. We like the inflatable ones better. Yeah, they tend to be a little bit smaller, and they bump into stuff less and make less noise when they do. But it's really funny because he's been bouncing off of like items around the house all morning. So now he's looking at me like, Mom, you're talking about me and I am not okay that you're embarrassing me. But you can see where they shaved his leg to give him the IV. Was you a good boy? Yeah, he's a good boy. All right, well, I'm gonna make my breakfast now. Here's my breakfast. It's a version of my protein power bowl. I have 8 medium eggs, 3 sausages, and 5 slices of bacon. Remember that breakfast is my main meal. This is the meal. This is my biggest meal of the day. I tend to eat a little bit less as the day goes on, but I'm hoping this will keep me nice and full. I've still been having trouble with being hungry in between breakfast and dinner. So I might have to make some changes to skip dinner and bring lunch to work. It's just harder to do on BBBE. But for now, I hope that this breakfast is big enough to keep me full until I get off work at 5:30, and then I'll grab some hot dogs and before I run my errands. finished my Bible reading. I ate about half of this and I'm full and can't eat another bite. So my attempts to eat enough to keep me full all day, well, I don't think I can just eat that much. So today I'll probably be hungry, and then I'll have to start thinking about maybe in the next few days coming up with something that I could bring to work to eat at work and try and eat around noon, 1 o'clock. So longer intermittent fasting instead of eating breakfast before work. But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give this to Matt so it doesn't go to waste. Ghost did have a couple pieces of egg and he really liked that. And then I will check in soon. It's now 8:05 and I have to fly out the door if I am going to be able to go get coffee, which I do want to be able to go get coffee. But I did get a little bit more done on my paper. I got my reference page mostly done. There's 2 other references I need to put in there, but I haven't read them yet. So I don't put references in until I've read the article and I know I'm 100% going to use the information. And then I started on my last summary. So yeah, gonna head out to work, run my errands, and then I'm gonna come home and attempt to finish this paper tonight. All right, check in soon. All right, it's 7:17 and I've got to log on for a premiere. Busy day at work, didn't get a break again today, but I did leave 30 minutes early. So I went and I grabbed some things, some Barnes and Noble. I'm gonna show you one of them. You've seen me be reading my 1-year Bible, and I love the concept, but I did not like that translation. It was not a good fit for me. So I picked up one that it's not my favorite translation, but it is one that I do know that I like to read. So I did pick up a new 1-year Bible, and you'll see me reading that tomorrow. The other thing is because I've had no time, I am going to be tacking on 1 additional day to my BBBE challenge because tonight I didn't have time to cook. I didn't have time to stop. Matt went and grabbed these for me. That is my dinner, so I can eat that while doing the premiere before I have to do some homework. So it's been a very busy evening, and I think we're going to chat again before I sign off on this video. But for now, I'm going to go carry on with what needs to get done. All right, it is 8:30. My brain is on overload again today. I really need to work on my paper. I wanted to try and finish it. I don't think I'm going to get it finished today, but if I can get it finished by Friday, that still gives me technically 2 extra days. And I got to thinking today when I really thought about how the weeks are going to line up. So next week I'm off Friday, Saturday. We're going to the RV show. But I'll have time in the evenings that I can get some stuff done for that. Stop, dude. And then the following week is week 8. And my paper is due that Sunday, but I'm off again Thursday, I think Friday, Saturday. Or is it Thursday, Friday? I can't remember. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Because I wrote it down in my journal or my planner. So I'm off. No, wait, that's this Friday. Okay, so I'm off this Saturday, and then I'm off Thursday or Friday, Saturday for the RV show. And then the next week I'm off on Friday and Saturday. So if I don't really have plans for those 2 days, if I could get a fair amount done, like of the required reading and things like that, and get everything read, technically I could spend those entire 2 days writing my 12-page paper. I really don't want to do it that way, but it's probably going to be what is just going to happen, because work has been very busy because we're doing our training because we're getting a new system. And then the other day, yesterday, we weren't able to complete any of our work because we had no like Wi-Fi. And once Wi-Fi came back, hi buddy. Once Wi-Fi came back, we still didn't have the ability to charge credit cards in any way or shape or form. We couldn't even issue refunds because a lot of the times credit cards are interfaced. They're not at the front desk, but for us, for our purposes, what we use them for, they are interfaced directly, so that we can, if someone's traveling through like Air Canada or something like that, and they have a prepaid reservation through Air Canada. Air Canada sends us a virtual credit card, and then we can process that. I'm just trying to make sure he doesn't like fall off the bed, by basically triggering a set of buttons, and it'll process it. Anyway, we can't do that. And that's how we do our refunds too. So we haven't been able to do that. Well, the funny thing is the other day we had, when it happened, there must have been a really big power surge because I live 5 miles from work and we were affected by this power surge. It took out my lights for a while. Matt was able to get them to come back on. But they had to be like unplugged and reset and all that kind of stuff because of this power surge. Well, that power surge took out part of our server for the hotel, which is why we had no internet for so long. So they got that part fixed, but there's a part that is damaged, and that's the part that allows us to process all of our payments. So we haven't processed payments in 2 days, and now it's going to create a giant mess. And I got to go in tomorrow. And I'm in at 9. I have no idea if the server will be fixed by then. So I have no idea if I'm going to have 3 days worth of work to cram in like 4 hours or not. And then I have training on top of that. And then I have a coaching session tomorrow evening. And I have to edit a video, which I'm supposed to do tonight. But if I'm being honest, it's probably going to get shoved till tomorrow. And I still have to finish this paper. It is 5 pages and I have like almost 3 pages in it. So I think tonight I might finish up one section and then I'll get up a little early and I'll work on a little bit more before work, but I still got to do my squats. Today was supposed to be a rest day. I didn't do squats yesterday, so I have to do them today. And I haven't had time to walk, breathe, think, do anything. It is literally, life has just been like work and school and just try to function. And of course, Ghost got fixed yesterday. So yesterday he was very out of it. But as you can see today, he definitely is feeling better and he really wants my attention. And because he just came out of his kennel and I just got home, so he didn't get to see me as soon as I came home. We've been keeping him in his kennel more because he's not allowed to be like rambunctious for a few days and things like that. And so he's a very active boy. And that's the best way to just get him to like totally chill because he's good, huh? Thank you, bud. But yeah, you can tell he's mama's boy. He's all about his mama all the time. And you see that in all the videos because he definitely has to interject himself. Piper's usually pretty cool. She'll just like hang out and do her thing. But this dude, this is an Aussie for you. They are extremely clingy, especially as boys is what I've heard. I didn't have a choice but to get a boy because the litter was like all boys and all the girls were claimed for, which is fine. I don't have a problem. It doesn't want me to do it. But yeah, so no, dude, it's like I said, been a crazy week trying to get back in the swing of things. The one sad thing about starting school when I did is that I got into the swing of school and then we were off 2 weeks. And then I'm going to get into the swing of school and then the class is going to be done. So hopefully next class, the next 8 weeks will go a little bit better and I'll develop like a better rhythm. All right. Well, I am going to show you a little bit of my homework. Actually, no, I am not. I have rambled long enough that we're just going to call this the end of the video. So if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to help the channel out, there are several people linked down below that you can purchase items from that will earn you a discount and also help support my channel, or you can simply just buy me a coffee if you choose to support me. I hope you all have a wonderful and joyful evening. I will chat again with you in a new video soon.